That should be enough to fill them up. Let me try something real quick. Anybody down there? There's always a lot of wildlife out there. What the heck was that? Oh, it's a squirrel on the gutter. Cute. Yeah, I'm going to try something today. I'm going to go ahead and fill these things up. As you notice that they're about half full for both of them. But you know, I'm in the mood to find some major history today and fill the pockets up if I can. I'm definitely due for that. Gotta go to one of my ancient hotspots where they got a lot of rain and a lot of flooding and stuff like that, so I'm hoping I'm gonna find something. I'm not really sure though, but I'm gonna try something. I know I technically don't have to fill these things up, but I'm just gonna go ahead and fill them up all the way to see if I can throw us a good hand for today. So if I fill these things up today, will we be filling pockets up? Will they allow us to fill up grocery bags full of many great objects? Because we're going to head out to that urban creek, see if they got some great historical items. As long as other things, you know, with some other things too. What the heck is shaking that bush? They're waiting on me, look at them. It's feeding time, but I don't know how much I'm going to film today. I don't know. Because I went to the gym for like 2 hours last night. Got on the elliptical machine for like an hour and a half. Right before closing time, you know. Had to get that heavy duty workout in. So I'm definitely going to be filling it today. Yeah, boy. Let me go ahead and fill these things up. Well, they're full and ready to go. Let's hope it's going to be the same for us today with the pockets and the little grocery bags when I do the run-through video. Let's hope we're going to find some major things. We are definitely due. Man, let's pray that we did not miss anything major. How did something like this end up in this one spot? Let's hope that they'll allow us to find the major history though, even though this is not major history yet. They've been floating things around. Let's go take a look. Yeah, looks like they got a bunch of new stuff out here. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that they can't move because it's so big and so filled up with a bunch of sand and whatever it is. But there's some new stuff. This thing's pretty dang large right here. Look at that. What the heck is that thing? Another piece of electronics. I don't know if that's cool or not. Dang. Wish we can get it all out. Nearly impossible to find out how high they got out here, or how rough they even got. Really? I mean, they had that magical flood event around ATL about a week and a half ago, and I was hoping that they came down here, you know, the waters, so they can expose some great things. But let me go ahead and take a look at something real quick. Hold on. Is that a domino? I think it is. Well, no, it's a dang tile. I was hoping it was like one of those antique ivory ones that I'm always looking for out here. I've only found one. Well, I don't think they got too rough out here. I mean, there's the line right there. You can see it. But I can't really tell until I go, right? I'm not going to say I wish I'm going to find something. I'm not going to say that I'm going to find it. I'm just going to find it. Whatever it is, we're going to find it. Even if it's nothing. Because last time I came out, after that tropical storm that filled up the region out here, and they natripulated the crap out of this place, we found next to nothing at all. Thinking we're going to find the world of history out here. Collected hardly anything at all. Hold on. Ooh, Jaro. You are big. Huh. Got this place on lockdown. Just you wait until November. They're going to be even larger. Oh, look at all the little minnows. That's cool. Let's get started. I'll let you know if I start spotting major things. Crazy. Downright wonderful how they manipulate the landscape, though. They're solidifying it out here. You know, they're making the soft spots real hard, so it's easy to walk on for like the next 6 or 8 months. Maybe 2 years, who knows? Let's hope it's going to be 2 years filling the pockets. But look at this thing real quick. Hold on. That was a bottle making that loud noise. Get a load of this thing. Let's hope this is going to be a good sign for today. But maybe what it looks like, this might be it. Hold on. What does that look like to you? I know it's a piece of fiberglass or piece of glass. Not glass, but a piece of plastic. But look at that. That looks like a half of a spear tip. Like it's cut in half. Or it looks like a knife. You know what I mean? Let's hope this is not actually the knife that we're looking for today. The historical knife. The Native American blade. This size. Let's hope that this is not it. But as we always know in my videos, we have learned that they are still making them. Heck yeah, I found my first piece. Check this out. I don't think it has a design on it though. Let's take a look at this one. No, it's nothing. Sitting right on the edge. Look at that thing. Well, I don't know if it's got design on it until I flip it over, right? That's the inside of it. Well, it's all rubbed off. Pretty good sized chunk. Got to keep a lookout. Hey, got to keep a lookout indeed. Another shard of metal out here. That's a nice one. Look at that puzzle piece. Beautiful. Look at the contrast and history with that one. Yeah. But you know, think about this. I mean, we are definitely going to be blessed today because everything is washed off the tops, you know. Because it's early September. And this is a hard month when it comes to looking all the way through probably early November. Because there's so many leaves on the gravel bars. It's so hard to look for anything. And look, they're exposing this thing right here. I've been trying to pull this thing out of here to see what kind of art that it has on it. I've been trying to pull this thing out of here for like the past 6 or 7 months, guys. And look, they cleaned off the bottom so I can easily just pull this thing out. Look at that. Well, dang it. It's only got a corner that's done on it. Look at that yin and yang. It's arterized on this side, white on this side. It's half and half on both sides. Let's let them hold on to this thing for a lot longer. We'll come back and find it later. That's a nice little small one right there. Where do you throw up in the woods later? Look at that design on that. Continental. Today's a Saturday though. I mean, if I really want to put a spiritual swing on it, to try to have hope that I'll find some major things today, let me add this to the pocket. It's going to go good with the soul art. That's a nice one. Sole of a shoe, look at that. Not necessarily fully intact, but that's got a good side to it. You will never know what it is when I start making these things, because it's art of life. Ooh, dangerous. Yeah, but just think about this though. I mean, if I came out here tomorrow on a Sunday, would I have better luck? I know you're saying, hey man, you just got started out there. You've only been out there for like 22 minutes. And you're already noticing some things, you know. But will a different kind of door be opened if I came out here tomorrow? You know, will they allow us to see something else? Because I plan on going someplace else later. Not today, but, you know. There's this one spot I got to go out and clean up for them. Get things cleaned up. Some wooded location. And it makes me think, some of the time when this happens, it's almost like I need to do things like that first before they open a different door, a different window of opportunity, you know? It's worked out like that before. And you're going to say, why didn't you go out there and do that then today? Come out here tomorrow. Well, because my instincts told me to come out today, out here. Well, guided by my desires to find major things after that major flood event about a week ago out here. And I definitely didn't want it to get away. But if they're very spiritual out here when it comes to doing good things, they like to make payments. They like to open up the doors and the windows for you to see things. And collect them too. I'll have to look into that later though, guys. I mean, another reason why I came out today is because it's closer to home. It's a lot closer than that cleaning spot. I didn't feel like driving an hour and a half someplace to clean up after hitting the gym hardcore last night, you know. I deserve a break every now and then, don't I? Check this out. This thing definitely might be recoverable right here. Dang. I'm gonna have to roll this thing up like a dollar bill to get it into the pocket. You know, look at that. Boy, that is a masterpiece. A little bit transparent is exactly what I'm looking for. And it's lengthy. And it's got some shape and form to it too. Look at that. I'm gonna have to hang this up over here so I don't forget it. That's a nice one. It would definitely be filling up a pocket. I don't feel like filling up a pocket too soon, you know. We gotta keep going. Dang. Oh, by the way, we are technically in fall. First day of fall was just a couple days ago. What do we have here? Well, that's not recoverable. It's too flimsy. No design on it though. Well, that would have been nice if that was a fully intact pot. I see a brim, but it's a tire. Crap. A lot of art so far. Man, look at that piece. Welcome to the Museum of Nature. Well, it was better on the other side. Now this is what gets me excited. These little dumping zones right here. And that is, oh, dang, that's brand new, guys. That log. What the heck did they do and what did they not do out here? Let me ask you a question though. You know, there are a lot of times in my videos I've been getting some monumental EVPs, logging them in the book, you know, making these videos lately, trying to get caught up. I'm still about 3 months behind. I'm barely into July's videos from early July. But every single video that I've made in the past few months, they have had some crazy EVPs. But there, oh, there's a nice one. Look at the design on that thing. Dang. Imagine finding that 7,000 years from now. Yeah, but there's this one particular EVP that I got when I was visiting a 250-year-old oak tree in a particular location. And they said something to me and I didn't put the EVP, I didn't put the message. I didn't put what they said I didn't put in the video, guys. I didn't want to believe it either. And it made me kind of sad. I'm not going to say it made me angry. It just, they know me. They know everything about my life. It's almost like my life is orchestrated. My life is given to me from them out here. And they watch over us. They watch over me. They know I'm here now. They know what I'm looking for. I'm just chilling today. They want me to do more than that. They want me to clean this place. Don't laugh, don't laugh. They want me to clean this place up. But this is one of those impossible spots. But anyway, the question I'm going to ask you, and I already know the answer, because no one has ever gotten any kind of, what am I trying to say, gotten any kind of message from nature directed towards them. Have you ever had a giant tree of life tell you that you're not going to have any children? Yeah, see, I got you on that one too. That's what got me. Looks like a shield. Beautiful. Yeah, but I was out there visiting that giant tree of life, and the second I walked up to it and I started talking, after a couple of seconds, they spoke up and said, "You will have no children." That's not what I wanted to hear. I wanted at least one, you know. But also, I'm getting too old. I'm headed towards my 50s. I know you're going to say you're never, technically you're never too old. You can be in your 80s, find that nice lady and have a child. But according to the ancient ones out here in heaven, they said I'll have no children. It's almost like they said it like a demand. Like telling me I'm not allowed to have any kids, you know. It's almost like it's not fair. Well, if I'm not allowed to have any children in this life, can I at least get a fully intact Native American pot out here today? Maybe about 5 spear tips. You know, I had to set the jug down because I think I might have found one. You know, the pointy, sharp things. There's an edge on a white piece of quartz right here. You can barely see that thing. Let's take a look. It's probably a broken Mora mountain, probably nothing at all. Oh, dang, this thing is shattered like you'll never believe. I'm tossing it back. It's a blade, all right. It's just busted like you'll never believe. Can't tell the top from the bottom. Well, at least it's something, right? Up it goes for the next 524 years. Just kicked it up, but I don't think I'm going to keep it. I normally don't keep them because I never find them intact. Look at that vintage item right here. When is that from? Like 2006? You know exactly what I'm going to do with this thing. Imagine finding this thing 3,227 years from now. And there wasn't one either. What a shame. Well, at least I found a piece of metal that has the base of a Dalton. The whole top's been whacked off. Not fair. Gorgeous. Let me go ahead and grab this thing real quick and show you what I just found. I'm sorry you missed the live recovery. Well, that has some promise to it. Add this one to the pocket. Very nice indeed. This fiberglass stuff I'm always looking for. Already added about 3 more pieces to the pocket in the past 35 minutes because I haven't found anything. Until now, that is. Hold on. Oops, I see some white. Did I miss another one? No, it's just 2 pieces that make one. look like one. But this thing right here, yeah, I pulled it out of the rocks. It's that white thing in the middle. Yeah, I thought it was a shard of glass. And I just moved it. And that's what it is. Not a shard of glass. Looks like it might be a tiny Dalton. Don't know. Whatever it is, it's ancient. First one of the day. Check it off the list. Georgia boy style. I know you're going to laugh if I don't recover anything from this one. This is probably the most perfect filter of the day. There should be 3 sitting right on top. But the last 4 times out here, there's been nothing at all. Plus the white one we just found and recovered just over here was probably hidden last time I came out. Hey, look, there's a wheel from a big wheel. Hey, old school croc. Oh yeah, that one's cool. No pottery though, besides that first piece we found earlier. It would definitely be nice to find some major other things out here though, besides like the pottery and the arrowheads and stuff. You know, like banner stones and all. Wonder what happened to all that kind of stuff. I know you're probably wanting to know if I heard any more EVPs in my most recent videos. I just told you that I got at least 150 in the past 25 videos. Hey, a toy. I don't want to lose my spot through here though. That last arrowhead was like vertical. We gotta look for the edges too. Sticking up, standing up, and not just laying down. I prefer to find them lying down though. They're easier to see. Yeah, but let me tell you about this one that was in a video from like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. Well, July, August, September. Yeah, about 2.5 months ago. From way back in, I'd say July or something like that. Another EVP that's kind of got me bugged a little bit, you know. But it's directed towards my life. Like almost all of them are. And it involves that one spot I plan on going out to clean up, you know. That one spot to go back and try to clean up. Nice little piece of quartz. Probably a chip off the old block. Yeah, but it was an after-work adventure. And I was out there chilling, passing all this garbage up and stuff like that. And someone called out my name and said, my first name of today, that is, of this life. They said that your name is so-and-so. Nobody loves you. You talk about a heartbreaking EVP. When I heard that thing, that thing's had me bugged for like the bugging, whatever you want to call it. It's had me depressed for like the past 5 or 6 days. But it's true. It's true. Oh, that one's cool though. I kind of quit collecting the cans. But that one's artistic. Da Vinci style. I think the only way to get over that one EVP is for me just to keep going through life, you know. But nature knows the truth. They know all. Maybe it was the devil. trying to get to me. I don't understand that though, because there's a lot of times in my videos from a long time ago, even up until today, when I go out, they say, we love you. We loved you. Quit drinking alcohol. Do this, do that. Help us clean up heaven. Pick this up. Pick that up. Help us. You're one of us. We love you. And then I get that EVP. But I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. The ones on the other side, those are the ones that love me. But that EVP came from the other side. Said, nobody loves me. You are so-and-so. Nobody loves you. It's almost like endless torment. But they're right about that. Because I don't know anybody. I have like 2 or 3 family members left. It's my fault though. I kind of cut them off. Too busy trying to figure out life. And I'm missing one of the most important details of life. And that's love. When it comes to the human race, loving us. Nothing here. Crap. Found another one. What you know about that? Man, my artwork is going to be off the chain for real. Too bad there's not a lot of artifacts so far today. It's been like another hour. I've been trying to go slow. Can't seem to find anything major. But you want to see probably the most retro item of the day. Get a load of this old school bicycle seat. This thing is straight out of like the 70s. Maybe even the 60s. You're going to say collect it. I'm going to collect the puzzle piece instead. But get a load of this thing right here. Look at this. See, these days we find stuff like this and we laugh at it. We do. And you know exactly where this thing is going. Let's hope it's going to last the test of time. You're going to say, take it with you, man. That thing's straight out of like the late 60s. Probably through the 70s. Could be from the 50s. Retro for real. I'm going to toss this thing up in the woods. It's been a while, but I already know what that is. Should have found more. Good thing it's only 135 and not 535. Thought I just saw something. I think I'm going to carry that thing out of here. I just saw it. Hold on. Another day in GA. Tip is busted. Beautiful piece of plastic. But I think I just saw the find of the day. And it's going to weigh a ton too. And I stepped right over it. Every time I've come out in the past year and a half, I've been trying to locate a fully intact one. For real, have ever been trying to find that fully intact one. And I just saw it too. And I told myself, if I only could find one fully intact, I would definitely be carrying this thing out of here. Please tell me it's intact, because it's got something very special on one side. Well, it's got a nick on the back corner. Get a load of this. A year and a half in the making. And I knew there had to be another one out here because of all the bricks out here. Atlanta Brick and Tile Company would definitely make the display piece, for real. A nice one at that. I know you're probably asking, if you found more, would you collect them? I think one is good enough. About dang time. Find of the day. Get a load of this. Found a fully intact scraping device. Check this thing out. I was pushing the mortar stuff out of these holes right here. And boy, did I ever look in the right direction. I saw something that had napping on it, and I think that's what that thing is. Look, I'm trying to get this stuff out of here. I'm trying to finger it out. You guys crazy? Check this thing out. I see napping. Dang, it's fully intact. Get a load of this, guys. Check this out. Can't forget the brick. Dang. Having a good day so far. Well, not good. Let's say great. Check that thing out. No, it's a different kind of blade. It's not an arrowhead, it's not a point. It's a scraper, fully intact. Another perfect find for the collection. I know, go ahead and laugh. I haven't covered that zone yet, though. That's quite the catch, don't you say? I can't wait to get over there and find out. Same thing here, it's all fresh. Yeah, I set the brick down because I see something. And you can't forget this little catch right here. It's the turnaround spot, because there's a couple things we're not going to be able to get around. It's a little bit too deep. Yeah. But thank the Lord, I have found another one. You have no idea what it is either, but I do. It looks like everything else out here too. But when it looks soapy, you need to take a look. I know it's nothing but a completely demolished shard of a soapstone bowl. But this thing's probably between 3,000 and 8,000 years old. Another perfect find out here. And the day's getting better. All day. Nothing yet. But we're about to play one of my all-time favorite games when it comes to creek hunting. Let's hope it's got a title on it. It looks almost brand new. DJ Khaled? No, just kidding. Def Comedy Jam. What you know about that? You're gonna say play that thing. You know, this thing is battered up like you would never believe. Dang, that thing is like as thin as a sheet of paper. Flimsy. Would you look at that? Never found one this thin. Never found one this thin before. Guys, there's something else out here. It's probably really thin. That I got to keep a lookout for. Probably won't be able to find it for like another 2 or 3 months. Who knows? What is it about this hobby and what we say as a human race? It's almost like you got to find something before you find something else, you know? I just said it. I've never found one this thin before. Because I never found a DVD-R, a CD this thin before. Look at that. Huh. They're probably telling us later there's going to be one out here that's going to be the thinnest artifact I've ever found before. Probably won't be today. Because I'm at the turnaround spot. We'll figure it out later. Thanks for helping us find it, though. Told you. Up to the neck. Up to the forehead. Dang, would you look at that? But I'm still going to find a way. You guys crazy when it comes to this hobby. Dang. I've already ran into a couple of snakes earlier. There could be anything over here. Lord, tell us we're going to find another major item up here. This gigantic gravel bar up here. That's what I'm trying to get there. This is taking forever. I don't know why I'm doing this. What the heck is that? Oh, it's the cute little cardinals. Go figure. I should have known. I don't know why I challenged myself to get up here. There's not going to be a dang thing. Every time I do this kind of adventurous stuff. Hey, there's another one. But this one's busted. I found two further back that just had Ann's Towel Company. It's like it was cut off. Gotta keep a lookout. I don't know why I challenged myself to come up here. There's not gonna be anything. Every time I come up and do this kind of stuff, challenge myself, take 15 minutes to get across something. One of the best gravel bars of today. And I guarantee there's not gonna be a dang thing out here. But why would they push me this far? There's no harm in looking though, even if I kind of feel that there's not going to be a dang thing up here historical ready to be recovered for the museum pile, you know. The horn agrees with this. It definitely agrees with us. They just gave us the sign. You're going to say I might be surprised. I want to be surprised. We need to be surprised with something extremely ancient and hopefully fully intact. Hold up, I see something. It's rounded off. Hold on. How the heck am I going to get up in this thing? It's granite, but it's like smoothed off. There it is right there. It's got bird crap on it. It looks like a silt. Hold on. I know you just got excited. It's probably just another one of their little granite rocks out here. And just like all this other stuff. I need to take my time with this though. I mean, the sun is very bright and I'm having a hard time seeing. But you can never get anything past us. If that is a silt back there, I thought I saw something that looked like it might have been broken off though. So it could just be one of these rocks just rounded off. You're going to say, go get it, man. Go take a look. I'm about to. I'm trying. Hold on. You're going to say, no time to hold on. Let me go ahead and get up in here. Crazy things I do. What the heck do I get myself into? The odds of it being anything historic are going to be very slim though, I think. I mean, look at all these rounded off rocks up here. Oh, it's a frying pan, kind of. Made in Yugoslavia? Did you know about that? It's got two little handles on the side. Alright, moment of truth, here we go. Looks like sandstone, but could be just anything. Hold on, let me add the crock piece to the pocket, hold on. You're gonna say, screw the crock piece. Oh, dang, I just found, look at this. Look, I've never found one of these before out here or anywhere. Check that out. A baby silt, look at that. And I just got finished talking earlier. Why can't I get the bird crap off of it, man? It's purple. Look at that. I thought they only found stuff like this in Missouri. And Kentucky, look at that. At least the bit is not busted. Another one for the museum pile. We are having a perfect day when it comes to the history. First one I've ever found. I mean, I found little axe heads before. You know, like Guilford axe, hand axes and stuff. But I've never found one of these things. Never found a ground tool before. Man, perfect. How did I know what that thing... Well, I wasn't really positive when I first saw that thing, because I never found one before. Thank the Lord for this beautiful day. What a perfect day. That's all it takes is a couple of things for you to find. Especially something like that. Thanks for driving my curiosities and challenging us to make it past these areas like this, man. It was almost like my instincts kind of figured there had to be something up here, major. And they allowed us to collect it. Another day in GA. Almost forgot about this little gravel bar right here. Well, let's not say little. It's big for this location. It is. But I walked through here, there was nothing at all that I noticed. I still got to cover that, but you can see a whole lot over there anyway. But I'm about to pick something up. It's got a curve on it. That's got to be another sort of pottery right there. Got to be. I can see the fine curve on it, but I could be wrong. Could just be glass. Could just be no, it's a piece of pottery. Gotta be. And that is a large one too. To the back pocket, because that would definitely break. The larger they are, the more curved they are, the easier that they can break in the pocket with every step that you take. Yep, I knew it. Had to find that one particular thing in the last gravel bar on this side of things before we continue forward. And you might already know what it is. It's almost like today's Sunday, not Saturday. And I can't keep them anymore. Thank you anyway. Oh, look at that. Welcome to heaven. I don't know if I'll keep on going. It's only 3:20. You guys going to say, man, you better keep on going. Who knows what you're going to find out there? Further down the creek. I know you're right. You're telling me to follow the finger pointer rock that we just found. Back there buried in the sand. Trying to point us to go further down the creek. But I know what this creek is like. Further down the creek is nothing but flat sandbars. There's usually not one single gravel bar for about 1,000 feet, 1,500. There's hardly any gravel bars at all. It's mostly sand. And most of the time I usually find like 1 or 2 shards of pottery, tiny, no designs, nothing like that. And a couple of plastic toys, and that's it. Nothing major in almost 2 years. Further down the creek. But I kind of sealed my fate when it comes to my plans for tomorrow from earlier today. I gave them my word about something, a promise that I told them before I even started off out here. Because I know how it works out here when it comes to heaven, heavenly places and all. You want to know what that promise was? I promised them If they would allow me to collect some major history today and have a perfect day when it comes to the major objects of significance, the things that I desire to find when I'm out here, and have a day like I haven't had in a long time, I would promise to do something for them tomorrow. To go back out to that wooded area, that location, and spend the entire day cleaning. But what place is that? It's that place where I got the EVP when I was in the creek during an after-work adventure. Same place that they told me that nobody loved me. You're so-and-so. Nobody loves you. Same place. Well, because a couple of EVPs I got after that was somebody saying, come help me pick up the cans. Come help me pick up the cans. And I know for a fact, when I used to go out there all the time up in the woods, the floodwaters would carry aluminum cans real high up on the land. Got my plans set in stone for tomorrow already, and we're not even through this day. But that was a promise that I have to keep. Sounds like someone's blasting the bass in heaven. Imagine if everything done the rest of the day was done in slow motion, with the same kind of beats. Talk about Da Vinci style. Yeah. Back to the beginning. I have absolutely no idea if there's going to be anything on the other side down here, further down. Past the entry point, you know. I mean, I have been unlucky the past 5 or 6 times. I think the last time I was lucky is when I came out and got all those batteries out. And they weren't even artifacts. I just don't want to waste my time. Beautiful. If anything, at least I'll collect the memories, right? Welcome to September. I don't know what it is about this side of the creek, further down. I wish it was jam-packed with more gravel bars. We would definitely be finding something besides this. Usually this is all I collect and find on this side. I still got a little bit of ways to go, see if I can breeze right through this thing. Very nice for the art. I kind of figured I was going to collect and, find and collect something like this today. Because I'm always looking out for it too. The boards, the wood. And that is a nice piece. Oh, how cute. Add it back to the bank. kid toy. A little bit busted, so what? Wonder what kind of signs and sayings that this thing has towards our future. Maybe today. Another one of my favorite all-time games. Finding things like this. Bonnie Riot? I think that's what that says. Can barely read it. Nick of Time. All I gotta say is about dang time. I don't know what it is about this side of the creek, you know? Slim pickings. Oh, nice little design on it too. Look at that, mid-century modern. Thanks for that one. $800 feet of complete washout. I wish they could have told me that beforehand before I decided to come down here. Almost up to the waist up in here. Because it was a waste of time to come down here. Well, you were right. Always got to find at least one, right? Save me. Mexican. Who's this? Rey Mysterio? Why are your arms backwards? Because they got to be fixed. What a great find for today. Da Vinci style. See you back at the studio. You already know what's up in this bag right here. I should have had 2 bags, but it's double bagged. There's a reason for that. We got a bunch of good things up in here. Let's go and do this thing. Once again, what a great collection from that one single location. Check this out. Seriously though, I didn't think I was going to have a day like today. You probably didn't either. You never know until you go. I got some cool pieces of plastic, linoleum, stuff I'm trying to collect. Even though they're tiny, at least the pile keeps growing. Not as much as I usually find out there though. I mean, look at that. It looks like a knife. Yeah, got a mini painting right here, metallic. It's all about scale when you think about it. Hang on to that piece. How would you ever frame it? It's like a painting for a roach. Probably came from some 1965 stove. The timer, the clock or something. Weird. Seriously though, I don't know why I hang on to half of this stuff in the first place. Well, I already know about this kind of stuff. I mean, you see why I hang on to it. Right there. To pile it up later. When I get enough, where I can make some substantial art pieces. I kind of quit collecting the cans until I started coming across these, making me pick it up. Because you look at it and it makes you think, is it a can now? Or is it just a bunch of bent metal and no longer a can? Depends on how you look at it. When I looked at these things, when I took them out of the bag just now, I just noticed that they're not part of doorknobs. I think they're either part of old school, like cash registers from back in the day. Could be from the 20s. They could be from old telephones. The bells on the side of the telephones. The old wooden ones. Or they could have been part of like a doorbell system. I mean, look at these things. I think that has the word Atlanta in it. I can't tell. That would be our answer, though, on what these things might be. You're going to tell me to ring it up. Well, it's not going to work there. I need a string or something. We're not going to be doing that thing. Hey, there's a face in the mirror. A lot of cool, interesting things today. Great for the art. Needs to be scrubbed off a little bit, not too hard. Try not to take too much off. I mean, there's a lot of play in this. Great opportunities for the transparent art. I mean, it could be anything. Nature does perfect things. You just gotta see it like that. It's like a film strip in a movie. Motion art. Did you know about that? Ooh, scary. Guy's gonna say, Da Vinci, you crazy. But one of the best finds of the day is what I went out there looking for all these times. The last year and a half, just about, maybe 2 years. Finally found one intact. Kind of. It's got some condition issues on it, but it's got the words on it. Atlanta Brick and Tile Company. Needs to be cleaned up. Really, though. It's almost like you can only read it at an angle or when it's wet. All you need is one, right? That's it. When it comes to a brick, of course. But these things here, welcome to today's real historic pile. Still kind of waiting on the real anomalies though. You know, more banner stones. I know I talked about that earlier today. Maybe some more figurines. I don't think I have any in my collection. I'm still waiting. And all the other stuff. Maybe some Native American beads from like 3,000 years ago. Anything besides the normal stuff. And at least I found one of them things today. Because I've never found one of these things before. But how did I know what it was from a distance? That's what gets me. How did I know what this thing was from a distance? 25 feet away just about. At an angle. And it was halfway covered up in sand. Because I know the geology of the creek. And then I saw that. About dang time. But this is what you kind of get in GA. It's either one and done or nothing at all. In other states, you're going to find 15 of these. A lot of people out there got 20 to 30 of these in their collection. This might be my only one. A ground axe. This thing cut wood, what, 3,000 years ago? 1,210? Maybe 5,244. Trees and bushes and stuff that lived long ago. Ain't that something? About dang time. Another one of these things too. Probably goes to another sword in my collection from that same area. This is just part of the puzzle. Just like these. Part of the puzzle, that's it. Isn't that a nice one? And I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, Da Vinci, that looks very familiar. Not only does it look like a scraping device, but you just got finished talking about it. Looks like a giant tree of life to me. Could you imagine if they made this to look like a tree that they were always around a long time ago, 3,000 years ago? And this is what they look like. And this is just a model of one. Wouldn't that be incredible if that were the case? Perfect day. Definitely a perfect day. Even if it's a little bit whacked off a little bit. Maybe, maybe not. See you in the next video.